Hello, welcome back to St Michael's Hill for part 4 of the Lima Class 33 project. So in part 1 we looked at the buffer beams and we replaced those. Part 2 we obviously chipped the loco for DCC operation, and in the last part we worked on the coupling, so we removed the front coupling completely and added a thin backman one onto the end of the loco, replacing the old Hornby tension lock coupling that was massive. If you missed any of those videos, check them out here in the top of the screen, and if not, we'll crack on. So the last thing we need to do before the loco is painted is to add the new glazing. So I've got this glazing set from Southeastern Fine Cast, so it's suitable for the Lima Class 33, Class 26 and 27. Basically, it just says that we need to remove all of the plastic flash from inside the body. Then we need to cut out the new windows as required and trim them, leaving a 1mm edge all the way around for fixing. And then on the windscreen and the adjacent windows, we might need to get a little bit finer than that. And then we're just going to fit them with a bit of liquid plastic glue. So some of this stuff will be great, I think, and we'll see how it goes. It's not something that I've done before, so it'll be a very interesting kind of little project. I'm just going to open up the pack and see what we've got. I'm going to remove the body shell and check inside to make sure there's no flash left around the windows, so bear with me a second. So I'm just going to pop the chassis and the motor to one side, and then have a look at this. So I'm just going to check the inside of these windows. It looks like it's they're all pretty nice. There's no obvious kind of flash there that needs to be removed, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna have a look at these windows. So these ones at the top or the bottom, as you can see, it are obviously for the front, and then it looks like we have got windows for the sides of the cab. So 2 sets of those for the front. And then it looks like we've got windows for the sides here. There are a lot of windows here. I guess some of these might be for the other classes potentially. But let's have a go. Let's cutting them out. I think I'm going to use a pair of scissors rather than a knife, just to have a little bit more control. I'm going to cut round the windows. It says to leave a mil, but I think certainly for these side ones we've got quite a bit of room inside the body, so I'm going to leave a little bit more just to allow a little bit more space for the glue to get in there and stick the window on. I think for the front windows and the side windows of the cab we're going to have to be a lot more careful, but for these side ones we've got quite a lot of room. So what we're left with is this, and we now just need to slot that into the body. So that just then pushes up inside the body shell and leaves us a nice flush window. So I'm just going to do the rest now, and we'll see where we are after that. So once full side has been done, you can see it looks really nice. It looks a lot better than before. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to move on to the front now and see how that comes out. So there you have it. I think the flush glazing is looking really, really good. So much better than what was there before. Yeah, let's put the locomotive back together and see how it all looks. So now the flush glazing is in place, I think it's looking a lot better. I found it was quite easy to fit in, and whilst it is glued in, I do think that you could probably get away without too much glue, to be honest. When it came to the 33 here, the front pieces were certainly the most difficult, but other than that, it was very easy. I think it looks so much better than it did before. The only thing I do need to look at is this front middle window that before had the black blind in. I just need to check what is prototypical really, and whether that needs to be replaced or whether that's fine to stay how it is. So I will look into that and make the next. So I'll look into that, and if I need to, I'll change that in the next part of the video when I add the final detailing to the buffer beams, and the model will be done. Thank you very much for joining me today. The next part of this video series will just be the finishing touches, so detailing. I might build a cab and insert a driver, and also look to do some weathering on the locomotive. So join me soon for that. Thank you very much, and goodbye.